there, World of Tank Blitzers. I'm Dr. Trex on Blitz, and in today's video we are not doing the map guide on Fort Despair like I said in my last video, but we're actually doing a small in-shop about the Ram 2, which is this offer here. For €5.50 you get a premium medium tier 5 American tank. It says here it's American, but when you actually take a look at it, show me the money, it's a Canadian tank, and it's in fact the only Canadian tank in the game, the Ram 2, so it's certainly a rarity. What do you get for €5.50? You get a nice little bundle, actually. So you get tank garage slot, the equipment slots unlocked, which I think for newer players is quite nice because you can save a lot of credits. You get the snowstorm camo, 7 days of premium, the ×5 certificates, and you get 50 rare boosters for combat XP and 50 for free XP. So it's a nice little offer, and it's also a tank that you do not see that often in the store. But let's look at the tank to see if the offer is worth it or not. So as you can see, I got it in my garage. I didn't buy it from the bundle. I got it in a mystery certificate. I got very lucky, and I also put the green mamba camouflage on it because yeah, I think it's a cheeky little bugger of a tank, and I actually quite like it. So what do we? No, I'm not going to do that first. What do we do? What do we have? So first of all, the tank. Overall, it's a medium tank, and it's a nice one at that. So you have a good turret armor, 76mm, and a good hull armor, 76mm. You can see that is the mantle of the turret, so that's pretty bouncy. And also you have a quite angled hull, which means yeah, this 76mm is a little bit more effective. The sights are actually pretty good. So you can, in a pinch against tier 5s, you can maybe even side scrape. I wouldn't recommend it, but in a pinch you could actually do it. Also, the main thing I want to highlight about the tank is the gun, which is absolutely amazing. So 1680 average, 1680 DPM with a reload time of 3.22 seconds, which is really nice. So you feel like a machine gun. Funny thing is, if you run the gun rammer, you could actually bring it down to under 3 seconds. But about that later. You have 110mm of AP penetration and almost 180 APCR. In tier 5, that is quite average. For most of the premium tanks, they have the same. I'm running calibrated on it. Otherwise, it would only be 105mm, and I think that's not quite enough. So I'm running Cali on it. 90 alpha damage, which is quite good. Aiming time 3.6 seconds, which is also quite decent, and the gun dispersion at 0.306, which works well for a medium to close range. Also, you get 8 degrees of gun depression. 8 degrees is what usually people say is what you need to work a lot of ridge lines and to be effective on the battlefield. However, you can see the tank is quite tall, so it has 8 degrees of gun depression on paper. It feels more like 7 degrees. Still though, that's a nice little amount to have, and it's better to have it than to need it. Lastly, the maneuverability of the tank. You have a good top speed, 38 kilometers, and also your average speed, 33. That's pretty nice. The power to weight ratio, it feels a little bit sluggish. Overall, the maneuverability is decent. But like I said before, the main thing to highlight about this tank is actually the gun, which is fantastic. What I'm running for consumables is a repair kit and multi-purpose restoration kit and adrenaline. For me, these two is quite standard because I hate getting perma-tracked or tracked in general, so I'm running 2 of these. For provisions, case of cola and the standard fuel to actually boost that mobility a little bit more and to get my DPM, aiming time, my dispersion a little bit better. Yeah, I run just a bucket of AP, but also 25 skill rounds, because if you come against tier 6s, it could actually, you can actually need it. Like I said before, I'm running Cali because you kind of need the 110, otherwise I feel you need to switch to APCR a little bit too much. I'm also, for the gun, I'm running the gun laying drive to reduce the aiming time, because I think supercharge doesn't bring anything on the tank. And I'm also running the refined gun to get that dispersion down. Defense system, because as Pantu says, yeah, I'm not gonna ram anybody. Like, I know it's the ram too, but the speed is not quite enough. Also, it's a medium tank, so it's not quite a rammy tank. Improved assembly, you don't have enough armor to actually use enhanced armor. And the toolbox to get my tracks back up. Optics, because, I mean, you could actually use the Cana-Duh, but the thing is, you're a medium tank and you need to spot for your team. This is why I'm using the improved optics, the engine accelerator, because the whole turn rate is actually pretty nice, so you can just boost the ability, and the high-end consumables, because I want to get more duration from my adrenaline to actually get way more shells out. So overall, like I said, it's a nice tank actually. Cheeky little bugger, and I mean, if you want to go for it, go for it, but we're gonna do some live gameplay today and see how that works out. So we are on Copperfield, we are actually top tier, which is quite nice, and yeah. So what do? We are going medium route, we have a lot of medium tanks on our side. I mean, they have as well, but we've got the Ram too. And I would definitely appreciate it if that Y5 actually came that way, but let's see what we can do. I'm gonna say through that Matilda BP that found on us. So we go here first, because maybe we can sneak a shot into something here. Yes, we can. And I will actually pop my adrenaline, because maybe this guy comes back. He doesn't. But we have something here.
Enemy armor is damaged.
What? That was a bad snapshot if I ever saw one. Have we shots over here? Yes, we do not. That's a T25. What else do we have? Is that guy gonna come back? Yes, it is. Nice. That is a... What was that? What the frick? So we're actually gonna go back because I don't want to get shot by whatever. What is that? That's a TD, right? No, that's the GA. That was a bad shot on my behalf.
We hit them hard.
You should not have the gun depression to do with me.
Enemy is hit. Enemy armor is destroyed. Nice shot. They're hit. Penetration. Enemy is hit. We hit them hard.
Actually, quite a good.
One of our trucks was hit.
Okay, so yeah, I didn't comment much. As you saw, that was not a very difficult game, but I got shot way too many times by that Chihei, I think. Overall, I think we did quite decent. Not the best battle. 1200 damage, quite nice. We make 41,000 credits, which, I mean, for a tier 5, that is quite good. Let's see what we did. Okay, yeah. So, oh, that Chihei was actually, like, he had some shots on me. That was quite surprising. Still, as you saw, like, I didn't bounce anything. That Chihei had the high ground on me, so, like, he can easily butter through me. But as you see, the DPM is quite nice. The mobility is decent. It was hard to circle that Stück, but it was possible overall. So yeah, as you saw, nice little tank, cheeky bugger, makes nice credits. So yeah, the thing is with the offer, and this is the only reason why I would tell you not to go for it, is it's €5.50. And for €5.50 here, of course, you get a tier 5 premium tank and some more goodies. But what we have right now is the Battle Pass for €5.50 as well. And to be honest, for $5.50 on the Battle Pass, you get a tier 4 collectible, you get a tier 6 collectible, which also makes more credits because it's a tier higher, and the credit coefficient is, I think, the same. And you also get a lot more certificates, and you get gold, and you get premium time, and so on and so forth. So if you're just thinking about, I have €5.50 or $5 lying around, what do I do with it? And you can choose between the Snowstorm Ram 2 offer or the Battle Pass. I would actually go for the Battle Pass because it just gives you more. If you already have the Battle Pass, or if you're not in the mood to get it, as you saw, the Ram 2 is actually a quite a fun tank to run. It's not OP in any way, and to be honest, if you're a newer player, I would tell you stay away from it and buy the Battle Pass because it gives you so much more, and it gives you a higher tier collectible tank. So if you compare the two offers, go for the Battle Pass. Still though, the tank is a nice one. It can be quite fun. I actually quite enjoy it. Even though I don't have a lot of battles in it, but still, I mean it's the only Canadian tank in the game. If you wanna if you're a fan of the Great White North, you can go for it. Otherwise, it's also not a shame if you do not go for it or just buy the Battle Pass. I think it covers everything what I wanted to say. Thank you very much and goodbye.